Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. My name is Yosef Arbiv, and I'm here to ask you basically one question. I want to ask you why. Why are you building your product? Why are you creating this feature? Why do you need this interface? And the reason that I'm asking you this question is because I didn't ask it myself, and it had some consequences. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Yosef Arbiv. I'm married to Adi and father of three amazing young boys. And I am a group leader at Cisco ETNI, which is the Emerging Technologies and Incubation Group at Cisco. My group is responsible for contributing code to OpenTelemetry, which is an open source project for generating and sending telemetry data from your applications. A couple of years ago, I was working for another company and we were building software for embedded devices. Now, this is really cool, but when you do it, you can also screw up things really, really bad. And this is what happened to us. One day, we got a call from one of our customers, and they were complaining that our software was causing their entire device to crash. So we started to look into this, and we find out that we were using a third-party library that had a memory leak inside of it. So we started to think, what can we do in order to fix this bug? We could replace the library with another one. We could fix the bug inside the library. We even considered implementing our own implementation for this functionality. But then one of the developers asked, why? Why are we using this library? And we find out that we're using it in only one feature of our product. And then we asked ourselves, why do we need this feature? And we discovered that this customer that was complaining on the memory leak was not using this feature at all. In fact, none of our customers were using it. It was built for future customers. So eventually we decided to delete this feature from our product. And until this day, it is not a part of this product. So the entire work we spent on building it, designing it, testing it, configuring it, this entire work was wasted, but at least at least I got a top from it. So what do you know? In the next 5 minutes, I want to talk to you about the YAGNI principle of extreme programming. YAGNI is an acronym for you aren't gonna need it. And it means that you should always build things when you actually need them, and never when you only foresee needing them in the future. Now, the reason that this principle is so important is that because when you don't follow it, when you build things before you actually need them, you pay all different kind of prices. The first price that we pay is the cost of building. We are not very good at predicting the future. And when we fail to predict the future, the cost of building this code, of building this feature, is wasted when we don't actually need it in the future. So this is the first kind of price that we pay when we build things too early, and this is very trivial, right? But what happens if we manage to predict the future correctly? We're still paying some prices if we build things too early. The first price we pay in this case is the cost of delay. When we are working on something that we will need in the future, we are not working on something that we need right now. Right now, our customers need things from us. Our company needs things from us right now. And when we are working on something that we will need in the future, we are not working on something that we need right now. We are delaying those things that our customers need from us right now. And this is the first kind of price that we pay when we are building things ahead of time. The second price that we pay in this case is the cost of repair. Many times we learn new things, technology changes, our needs changes. And when it happens, we need to refactor our code. We need to change our code. Now, when we refactor our code, we also refactor this code that we implemented ahead of time. If we wouldn't have written this code, we wouldn't have to refactor it. So we can save the cost of refactoring our code if we implement it on time when it is actually needed. The last kind of price that I want to talk to you about today is the cost of carry. The cost of carry is the cost of maintaining this feature, maintaining this piece of code for the entire time, from the moment that it was created until the moment that someone will hopefully use it in the future. For this entire time, our code gets compiled, usually a couple of times a day, compiled and tested. New developers need to look into it when they look into our project. We need to test and check how it interacts with other features that we are building. All of these cost us a lot of time and a lot of money. So what can we do? The first thing is to make sure that our code fits our needs right now. Our code should be easy to read and easy to change, but we should not add any functionality that we do not need right now. And the last thing that I want to take from this talk is to ask why. I want you to ask why. I wanted to ask your product manager, why are we building this feature? I wanted to ask your colleague during the design review, why do we need this interface? I wanted to ask yourselves, why do I need this function? Why do I need this extra line of code? And if the answer is because in the future, we may want to do something with it, so there's a good chance that you are not going to actually need it. Thank you very much. If you have any questions or thoughts on this talk, please feel free to reach out to me on Twitter or Instagram or LinkedIn, and I will be happy to talk to you about it. Thank you very much.